Christmas to you.
Hi. So this is the week of joy and no, it's not. Last week was the week of joy, and during it, I wasn't always feeling my best, but we got there. And I was thinking, well, what can I do to kind of celebrate the fact that there's good in the world? And a lot of the things, be wary of people who give you cut and dry, be happy, everything will be okay, and give yourself a mantra, and things will get better. And these cut and dry phrases that just don't make sense no matter how hard you try. So remember to look at the good and celebrate every good thing. Be careful of toxic positivity, and there is such a thing where people just kind of hand you every single cut and dry flat phrase like, God doesn't give us any more than we can handle. And yeah, thanks, but let me, or things along that line. Thanks, but seriously, you aren't helping right now, and it's okay to tell people when they're helping and when they're not helping. Also, for happiness, wear a silly hat, do what you gotta do, indulge in the happy. Me, I actually sat still for a little while and let someone give me a mani. For the week of peace, which this one is, it's the fourth candle on the Advent calendar wreath, which I still need to make, maybe for next year. Celebrate the little things, like finally being put on a waiting list for an apartment so that you can start working on the next part of your life. A couple of weeks ago, I handled a fire and only panicked afterwards, so that's great, but also and work from there. Celebrate the small things, but don't let yourself be guided by things like, God only gives us more than we can handle. And if it's not better, it's not the end, and things will get better. Well, great. I know this, but also I'm struggling right now, and I probably could stand to just get it out so it's not bugging me. So get it all out if you have to. Don't let yourself be guided by things that will make you feel even worse. And if you do feel bad, it's okay to actually say the words, no, really, things are sucking right now. I know that it's not the end and that things will suck less later, but right now I'm trying to deal with this. And it's okay to acknowledge that things suck and that you're feeling really, really rather sucky at this moment in time. It's also really okay to stand up for yourself if you need to. Yes, some people might not appreciate it, and you might feel bad afterwards. Don't feel bad. Actually congratulate yourself that you actually stood up and said, no, I'm not okay with this. And yeah, so if someone is, for example, giving you random verses from the Bible, or telling you, be of good cheer and everything will, you can catch more flies with honey. First of all, why am I catching flies? That's kind of the last thing I want to do right now. And I can't always be cheerful. Sometimes I'm going to have a moment where I need to acknowledge that things are kind of sucky right now. But, so in good things, waiting list, being accepted to a waiting list for an apartment, and knowing that the minute that there's a vacancy, I'm out of here. Or something. And taking care of those things that you're not up your own butt being like, everything is awful and I'm awful and no. And of course, among the little things is a very sweet dog who lives the simple life. I mean, his biggest problem might just be that sometimes he wants a pet and everyone's busy. And the wisdom of the big and simple. In that case, getting a book that you love in the mail, thanks so much. Little things are great. And so at the moment, one of the biggest things that I'm trying to do, and I am so grateful to everyone, is people who have helped me out with the GoFundMe for my next place and for life stuff in general. Thank you so, so much. There will be a link in the description because I need a little bit of extra help. And it is okay to say the words, I need help. The sign for help, basically this hand, hi, the left hand assists, the right hand sits on the left palm, and the left hand lifts up. I'm gonna unfortunately have to learn how to ask for help, so that's what I'm working on right now. Also, just give yourself the capacity to say the words, okay, I am tired of the bureaucracy, which is one of the hardest words in the world to say, right on up there with the word effortlessly, which I actually have to think about before I say it. Stand up for you when you need to do it, even though it might suck for that time period, because you don't want to be that person who's mean. Be wary of people who say the words, I don't want to be rude, but sure, darn. And really, really give yourself the love if you've had a really rough day, even if it's just giving yourself the time to use a lavender scented soap or whatever scent that you might like, or lack of scent, whatever. Make yourself a good cup of coffee, however you do it, or tea, or hot chocolate, or your soda, whatever works. And it's okay to treat yourself well. But do be wary of people who think that they are Socrates and giving you the whole rundown of rather false positivity. That doesn't help, and it's okay to say so. And of course, face your fears a little bit. Yeah. There will be a song along that line in the description, even though a lot of that advice is also extremely negative. So you could kind of say that is pretty much how I feel about toxic positivity. The song Face Your Fears from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Yeah, this is kind of what we're working with. So give yourself actual positivity, however that comes along. Wear a silly hat. Make silly faces at yourself or whoever. And pet a dog. Give yourself a moment to chill. Forgive yourself if you feel like things didn't go as well as they should have. It's okay. Love you. Be kind to you, but if someone is basically giving you random verses from the Bible or telling you that you need to be cheerful all the time, stay sweet. Stay sweet. It's okay to tell them where they can go with that. Okay, so this is getting long, and I just want to tell you that I love you. So have a beautiful and peaceful everything. Have a joyous whatever you celebrate. You are loved. Big time. And I will catch you on the flip side.